Good evening, and welcome back to the deep end. Every living thing you have ever met is going in one direction. It is born, it grows, it ages, it ends. That arrow only points one way, and no amount of wanting has ever turned it around. Tonight, I want to introduce you to the single known exception. It is not a wizard or a god or a machine. It is a jellyfish, smaller than your smallest fingernail, drifting in the warm Mediterranean, quietly ignoring the one rule the rest of us obey. Come and meet the animal that runs time backwards. Its name is Teratopsis dornii, first described in 1883 and named for a naturalist, Anton Dorn. You would never pick it out of a crowd. Full grown, its bell measures about 4.5 millimeters across, roughly the width of this full stop and a little more, fringed with as many as 90 fine tentacles. There is a bright red stomach glowing at its center like a struck match. It eats plankton. It gets eaten in turn. For most of its life it is an ordinary, forgettable speck of the plankton. And then, when things go wrong, it does the most extraordinary thing known to biology. Here is what happens. Starve this jellyfish, injure it, chill its water or change its salt, and it does not simply die. Its bell collapses, its tentacles draw in, and the whole adult animal settles onto the seabed and melts back into a polyp, the tiny stalked form it grew up from in the first place. From that polyp, a fresh colony buds, and new jellyfish swim off. It has rewound its own life. Scientists led by Stefano Pirano documented this in 1996, in the Biological Bulletin, watching adults of every age fold back into youth. Imagine a butterfly, faced with hardship, dissolving back into a caterpillar and starting over. The trick has a name: transdifferentiation. In most animals, once a cell has decided to be a muscle or a nerve, that decision is final. In this jellyfish, it is not. A cell that spent its whole life being one thing simply becomes another, reshuffling its identity to rebuild a younger body. It is, in effect, a whole animal reprogramming itself from the inside, without ever passing through death. There is no ticking clock it cannot reset. In the laboratories, individual jellyfish have been pushed through this loop again, and again, and again, with no sign of the wear that finishes the rest of us off. Now, before we crown it, an honest word. Immortal is a big claim, and this animal earns it only in a careful, laboratory sense. It can defeat old age. It cannot defeat a hungry fish, or disease, or a net. In the open sea it is still eaten, still killed. And here is the strange part. The reversal has never once been seen happening in the wild. We know the exit door exists only because we have watched it open in a tank. Somewhere out in the Mediterranean tonight, a creature that need never grow old is almost certainly being swallowed whole, and neither it nor the fish will ever know what was lost. So we are left holding a small, glowing question. A speck of jelly has solved the problem every human culture has ever written a story about, and we do not fully understand how. We do not know the limit, if there is one. We do not know whether its cousins can do the same. And we do not know, though people are quietly trying to find out, whether the instructions hidden in that 4mm body have anything to say about our own aging. The oldest riddle we have, answered in the plankton, and still, gloriously, unread. This has been the deep end. Sleep well, and don't grow old too fast.